Yeah, good.
John, you naughty boy. That's not the way to get ahead in life. John will never get ahead that way. That's not the way to get ahead in life.
Yeah, and now you have a school in Europe.
Wacht zo bietjie.
Hulle kyk nie. Kan die vlaggies hang?
Is dit 'n dot?
Ja, hulle staan op.
Is dat dot? Okay. Kan jy lees?
Dit aan.
As dots, sorry, kan jy lees?
Kan jy sien?
Here we go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding of certificates and diplomas in the School of Open Learning and the conferment of degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences. I will therefore award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on all the candidates that the deans will present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, goedemiddag, tumelang, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to our 2016 graduates in the Education and Health Sciences faculty, to whom we are celebrating today. I would like to welcome the Chancellor of the University, Dr. Hudson Mokele, the Acting Rector, Professor Nikki Morgan, my fellow rectors, the deans of the faculties and their representatives, and in particular, I would like to welcome today all the academics that are here with us to celebrate these graduates. Graduations are always occasion for celebration. This morning, we have two special reasons to celebrate. First, it is that we are here. 2016 has been a very difficult year for the higher education system. The University of the Free State has had its quota of disruptions, difficulties, and struggles. But we are very proud because, particularly in the health sciences, the University of the Free State managed to keep on teaching our final year students throughout to ensure that we will have medical graduates for the country, but also that we finish on time in all other areas. The fact that we are here today is a tribute to the dedication and commitment of the faculty, and in particular of our academics, and we celebrate you. I also want to mention the special help that our security and support services provided for the Faculty of Health Sciences to help us making sure that we arrive successfully at the end of the year. The second reason to be happy today is that we are celebrating graduates in two areas that are absolutely crucial for the country and for the well-being of all South Africans: teachers and health practitioners. We hope that you will carry with you our idea about academic excellence and human embrace throughout your professional careers. Now, a number of housekeeping matters. Please pay attention, particularly you graduates. In your chairs, actually on your chairs, you have a graduation exit survey. We are asking you to please complete the survey and leave it on your chair. This is a new and important initiative of the university. We want to know where our graduates go, and we want to track them. And we will really appreciate that you will complete the survey. Please, you look really nice. Don't agitate about how nice you look, just complete the survey. Also in the housekeeping business, be reminded that the university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. But also, we allow a number of freelance photographers to be allocated areas on campus where they may take photographs of the graduates. These photographers are not accredited, and the university cannot guarantee the quality of their photographs. Those of you who arrive after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to look closely at page 2 of the graduation program. Today is a time to celebrate the achievement of each graduate, and in that regard, hearing the full names of each candidate being announced is very important for all families. So we are asking you, please, to keep cheering and exclamations to the minimum. Also, be aware that leaving the hall is a distraction for the rest of the audience, and also, please, switch off your cell phone during the ceremony. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our speaker for this graduation session. Dr. Mahfoud Rakometsi is the Chief Executive Officer of Umalusi, which is the Quality Council for General and Further Education and Training in South Africa. He holds a Junior Secondary Teacher Certificate, a Bachelor of Arts honor from the University of the North, a Master of Arts in History from the University of Natal, and a Doctor in Philosophy, a PhD in History from our University of the Free State, as well as a Management Development Program from our university too. He started his career in education as a secondary school teacher. He later served as a lecturer, senior lecturer, and head of department at SIA College of Education, while simultaneously serving as a part-time lecturer at the Kwakwa branch of the University of the North. He served as the head of subject advisory services at the Welcome Education District, the head of examinations at the Northwest Department of Education, was then Director and Chief Director for Educational Development and Professional Services at the Free State Department of Education. Dr. Rakometsi has served as Superintendent General for Education at the Free State Department of Education before joining Umalusi in 2009. These career opportunities have afforded him exposure in strategic leadership at provincial, national, and international levels. Dr. Rakometsi is, in his capacity as Umalusi CEO, a member of the South African Qualifications Authority, the Quality Council of Trades and Occupations, the Council on Higher Education, and he's also part of the governing body of the Pretoria Boys High School and the Council of Heidelberg College. He's deeply committed to see the South African education system function at an optimum level in order to give all children equal educational opportunities. Please help me welcoming Dr. Rakometsi.
Thank you very much for the kind introduction, Professor Lange. Chancellor Dr. Khotso Mokgele, Acting Vice Chancellor Professor Nikki Morgan, Registrar Dr. Giftfinger, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans, Academic and Support Staff, parents, guardians, partners and spouses, graduates and students, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor to be asked to share some words with the 2016 graduating class at the University of the Free State, my alma mater. I now share being a member of the University of the Free State alumni with you. COFSIS is my alma mater. First and foremost, I wish to congratulate you, our new graduates, on your tremendous achievement. You have accomplished something truly worthy of celebration. You will have a positive impact on the lives of thousands and thousands of people over the course of your careers. Your graduation this afternoon is testimony that you have fulfilled your side of the partnership. You have displayed the necessary commitment to learn, to acquire knowledge, and to develop expertise. Your accomplishment, the fruits of years of toil, is a fantastic achievement. You will, I trust, acknowledge the contributions of your lecturers and tutors, laboratory assistants, computer technicians, of administrators, wardens, and of cooks, cleaners, and gardeners. All of these people labor to create a special intellectual, social, and physical environment to support you and to enable you to succeed. You will, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, also recognize your parents, guardians, families, and benefactors, all of whom have generously contributed to your receiving a university education and to your graduating this afternoon. When I attended my own graduation ceremony, I never imagined the path my career was to take, one richer, more meaningful, and more varied than I ever envisioned. Follow your instincts and your heart. There will be many challenges in your life, but as Nelson Mandela said, it is always impossible. Let me repeat. As Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it is done. I repeat, it always seems impossible until it is done. Embrace that and make your own destiny. As a small boy, I had a dream. It was my wish to sign the South African banknotes. I would look at the banknotes and see the signature of the then governor of the Reserve Bank, Gerald de Kock. In those days, friends, there was no internet, there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter. I, however, made it my business to follow developments at the Reserve Bank of South Africa. The names of Crystals and much later Tito Mboweni and Jill Marcus fascinated me. These are the people I wanted to mimic. These are the people I wanted to emulate. I did not stop there. I would look at the signature of my late father, which was quite unique. I would fashion my own signature after his, with a dream of one day signing the South African banknotes. The thought of signing South African banknotes would excite me so much that I would find myself wearing a smile whenever the thought would cross my mind. Friends, today I'm not signing the South African banknotes. I'm signing the school living certificates in South Africa. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We have to aim high as a people. We need to aim high. There should be no room for mediocrity. Embarking on a career in the 21st century can be an exhilarating, challenging, satisfying experience as much as it can induce anxiety and uncertainty at the same time in equal measure. The 21st century world of work requires new and diverse competencies and capabilities in which speed and agility are of essence. With the kind of technologies we have access to and the amount of knowledge being created every day, the pace of change in the next 10 years will at least equal and or surpass that of the last 100 years. A superabundance of knowledge and content of all varieties will necessitate the acquisition of new skills for the selection, aggregation, and analysis of information. It has also been predicted that many of the jobs that will be required to be filled in a decade are not yet known. Such is the rapid pace of change. Whereas in the 20th century, the workplace was largely driven by procedures, hierarchies, policies, and protocols, the 21st century is increasingly driven by a focus on outcomes. In the new world of work, work is becoming increasingly unstructured, as rapid changes and shifts require a more flexible and creative approach. Put simply, employability can be viewed as having the right corpus of knowledge, skills, experiences, behaviors, and attributes, as well as achievements responsive to the contemporary workplace. It follows, therefore, that employability should be embedded into all curricula, learning and teaching policies, processes, and practices, to be responsive to transformation goals within a developmental milieu. Graduate employability is vital to South Africa's economic growth, not only nationally, but regionally and internationally too. Defining employability and what it entails at the institutional level can be very complex and unclear. At the same time, employers have got specific needs in terms of graduate knowledge, skills, which they do not often get to communicate to students or to higher education institutions. The Partnership for 21st Century Learning Initiative identifies some of the core skills and knowledge that graduates need to succeed in work, life, and citizenship. These 21st century skills are the building blocks for 21st century learning and are essential for success in today's world. They include innovation, agility, sense-making, collaboration, and communication, as well as entrepreneurship. The next segment of my speech, ladies and gentlemen, is an attempt to illuminate what these are. First is innovation. This entails the translation of a good idea into a tangible outcome, financial, social, or environmental, which supports the creation of stakeholder value. In other words, innovation is trying to figure out a way to do something better than it has ever been done before. According to Global Innovation Management Institute, business leaders around the world recognize innovation as the main driver of new growth and success. Individual success in an organization is often dependent on how innovative one is. The value one adds to the organization through innovation is acknowledged and rewarded commensurately. Many go to work every day focused on what the job immediately requires them to do, with a fair proportion doing even less, or focused on the paycheck expected at the end of the month. Innovators, ladies and gentlemen, are focused on how their skills and capabilities can add value at the workplace. Like cream rises to the top, so too do the best and most innovative thinkers rise to the top in the organization. Ideas on their own are not enough. They often have to be sold to skeptical or indifferent bosses and then demonstrated practically. A tendency to give up easily or to be derailed by obstacles, large or small, will mean that your innovative ideas will remain just those, only for you to see someone else translating them into reality because they persisted. Key ingredients to be innovative are, firstly, to have the ability to identify opportunities and take risks in a complex environment. Secondly, to embrace perpetual change and knowledge disruption. Thirdly, not to be reliant on past experiences, ways of doing things, or established facts. And most importantly and lastly, to acknowledge the importance of and be energized through lifelong learning. Furthermore, innovative thinking imagines a desired future state and is intuitive and open to possibility. Rather than identifying right or wrong answers, the goal is to find a better way and explore multiple possibilities where doubt and ambiguity are seen as advantages, not as obstacles. It is in this environment that the innovator flourishes and comes into his or her own. Second is agility. This is the ability to be flexible, responsive, and adaptable during times of uncertainty and change. To be able to assess new and ever-changing realities or situations and quickly shift attention, perspective, and behavior to adapt to the changing environment. Closely related is the ability to cope with negative situations or recover quickly from failure, disappointment, or disruptive change. Agility, ladies and gentlemen, helps an individual to see change as normal, leaving behind a reactive approach where external change is defining the outcome rather than the individual defining the outcome. McCallum distinguishes between two groups of employees in the 21st century organizational setting. First, the agile, that don't just see and understand rapid change and uncertainty, but are able to embrace it, take advantage of it, and see it as an opportunity. And second, the reactives, who see change and uncertainty as circumstances that need to be managed and controlled and are confined within patterns of thinking that make them unable and unwilling to lead significant change processes. Finding oneself in the right category will ultimately shape one's destiny in the workplace and generally one's future success. Third is sense-making. This is a term introduced by Carl Weick and is the ability to make sense of what's going on in a changing and ever complex environment. It refers to how we structure the unknown so as to be able to act in it. Sense-making, ladies and gentlemen, involves coming up with a plausible understanding, a map of a shifting and volatile environment, testing this map through data collection, action, and conversation, and then refining or abandoning the map depending on its value, relevance, and credibility. Fourth is collaboration and communication. A bright, talented, and well-trained individual can achieve much, but there are very few workplaces where that is enough. In most cases, it will be necessary for you to contribute to a team of varying size and ability so that collective efforts can achieve major outcomes way beyond the capability of a single individual. Get this right and you will be globally competitive. The fifth is entrepreneurship. It is important for graduates entering the job market not to be confined merely to the role of job seeker. The entrepreneurial mindset can empower students to create their own future, create their own wealth, create their own sense of pride and self-worth, and become job creators instead of job seekers. In the words of Sir Richard Branson, I quote, "Entrepreneurs have been the driving force for growth in countries around the world. Their ability to see opportunities, to see order in the midst of chaos, where others see only issues, problems, and disorganization, has helped transform communities and economies," close quote. The challenge, ladies and gentlemen, is to look within and discover whether you are only a job seeker or is there an entrepreneur inside that we have not recognized yet, let alone awoken. All these 21st century skills are worthless without integrity. The absence or presence of integrity will determine whether you sink or swim. Friends, integrity is non-negotiable. I believe that to inspire confidence, there must be trust. And that without integrity, and we are running short of integrity lately, without it, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no trust, there will be no prosperity in your careers. Such integrity should extend to every aspect of one's life, having integrity of purpose. This must be something that one follows relentlessly. This is not negotiable. The absence of integrity will bring any of the positive attributes I've shared with you to naught. In conclusion, there was a time when higher education equipped us with enough knowledge to carry us through a career until retirement. Those days are far gone. Today's knowledge is often obsolete within a few months or in a few years. To be successful, it is most important to be a lifelong learner. Knowing is important, and that is what a good higher education equips you with. Hereafter, you will be on your own. Knowing that you don't know will become increasingly important, and equally important will be your ability to formulate the questions necessary to seek new learning. In this quest, I wish you well. May you reach greater heights of success, fulfillment, and joy in your future careers. It is my fervent prayer and wish that these graduations bring rain to the people of the Free State. I thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a real treat. Tsetswane Netsi is an 18-year-old soprano who was born in Botshabelo. She's currently a learner at Mariestal Secondary School in Twisbret, and she's doing grade 12. She joined the school choir in 2012 at Mariestal and eventually took singing lessons with Mr. Tsepo Finger as her teacher. She represented the school at Music on Solo singing competition and was the category winner in 2013, 2014, and 2016. Tsetswane also took part in the South African school choral, Eisteddfod, and obtained second and third positions in regional and district eliminations in 2014 and 2015. She enrolled for a music certificate at Trinity College of Music and obtained grade 6 in music theory and grade 7 in practical music singing. Tsetswane wishes to further her music studies at a university. We are trying to make that university the University of the Free State as from 2017, and she aspires to become a professional opera singer in one of the world famous operas. Please help me welcoming her. Thank you very much to Setsuane Ketsi and to Petro Engelbrach, who accompanies her in the piano. And congratulations to the proud father again. Surely Puccini never thought that in the 21st century, in the southern tip of Africa, somebody was going to have a rendition of Mio Bambino Caro of this kind. Anyway, that's globalization for you. I now call upon the South Campus representative, Mr. Pierre Placker, to, on behalf of the Faculty Education, present the candidates for our distance certificates and diplomas. He will be followed by the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Gert van Zyl, who will present the candidates for degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the following certificates and diplomas to the candidates I will introduce to you. National Professional Diploma in Education, Grade R and Foundation Phase, Nasionale Professionele Diploma in Onderwys, Graad R en Grondslagfase. Suka PN. Diko N. Radla DN and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Ibrahim F. and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Gajatar R. and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Gumede TF. Gumede TZ. Gumede TF. Shlomuka NQ. Shlomuka SP. Shlongwane VS. Shlwai EN. Koza EK. Koza LN. Komane NK. Kotu KB. Kumalo TP. Leoma MMM. Let's swallow MA. Madikizela N. Madlebe N. Smile. Madonsela MP. Maduna MS. Mageta NS. Mahamba BH. Malamba SJ. Makasi NB. Malaka EM. Mantata LJ. Manyike SM. Mapiza LE. Mare TM. Maseko BJ. Masiluane E. Masai MF. Matebula H. Matebula S. Matebula T. Matonsi RF. Mawanza VA. Mbata SW. Mbata Z. Mbele SN. Mchunu NH. Mdandalaza N. Metiso SG. Mshlongo OV. Mhlongu QJ, Mhlongu HD, Mketsu VY, Nkwamubi B, Mhlambo IN, Mkwai ZN, Moagi MS and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Mofokeng MM, Mokwena ML, Mogolutlo MV, Molefe DM, Mopo MM, Mora JR, Msimangu BM, Mtembu TM, Molile N, Mvelase MC, Myeni NL, Ndaba CN, Ndaba KA, Ndaba LC, Ndlovu TD, Ndobela XJ, Diabeti GN, Gensetsu LP, Ngwenya NS, Ngwenyama ML, Nonkula N, Nsele FP, Nsangase CT, Ngele CH. Yangane N. Nzimande SP. Peter D. Padi FB. Raja R and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Celebeleng RMK. Selolo NR. Shabangu NX. Shelembe GK. Shongwe MB. Shwala NZ. Sibiya CS. Sibiya THL. Sitole NM. Cladi AM. Chabalala HP. Zikubu TMC. National Professional Diploma in Education, Intermediate Phase. Nasionale Professionele Diploma in Onderwys, Intermediêre Fase. Bangani B. Bengu PN. Sele NS. Clayton TL. Radla SP. Dubazane TC. Engelbrecht UB. Fakude HF. Gumbi PS. Hlatswayo NB. Kachwa NM. Kumalo SS. Latchman V and the diploma with distinction en die diploma met lof. Lebone LEE. Lechari MD. Lekuleni HN. Lottering S4Z. Mabi NA. Machana EM. Madela TG. Matlala T. Magebula B. Bonga PP. Makanya PP. Makodi OG. Makwela LA. Malachi MP. Mamahila SA. Manata PA. Manichana JN. Mange K. Masuku GM. Mate HN. Mate LP. Matlocha DI. Mdluli MJ. Mgudlula NK. Umhlungu SG, Mia TQ, Mkabela ZP, Mkize NT, Ndebele TM, Mguni B, Mguni WS, Mokwaledi MM, Otobi SP, Mbonchana NM, Mbonchane NA, Mtambu TC, Mtetwa GS, Mchali VR, Mwelase ZD, Myeni AB, Myeni RBM, Myeni ZG, Ndabambdaba TG, Ndlanzi BN, Ndlovu NS, Ndlovu ST, Matsua MP, Indwe NL, Netsiandelu JA, Nkomo TP, Nkwanyana NV, Nojula W, Nozilwa D, Nsangase NAP, Nsangase PB, Nkumalo JS, Kwabe NW, just the card please. Rasenya JP, Seme KBN, Shabangu CG, Shosho EN, Sibiya JN, Sitebe TP, Tefu MT, Tabede Y, Tamai MM, Twala SP, Tom Z, Vapi B, Kulu NF, Kulu ZE, Yisani N, Zondi NA, Zungu NP, National Professional Diploma in Education, Senior Phase Languages, Nasionale Professionele Diploma in Onderwys, Senior Fase Tale. Bengu NF, Sebekulu LA, Hadebe TPP, Kotso RI, Mabasu TS, Mbata SB and the Diploma with Distinction en die Diploma met Lof. Monareng MV. Mchali NM. Ngobesi M. Nkumalo NJ. Zulu BM. Zungu SPP. National Professional Diploma in Education, Senior Phase, Mathematics and Natural Sciences or Technology. Nasionale Professionele Diploma in Onderwys, Senior Fase Wiskunde en Natuurwetenskap of Tegnologie. Buthelezi L. Sebekulu TK. Zebedzebe P. Gama SP. Lunyawana T. Makaleng AR. Makuba PB. Mataba NT. Mavusu SB. Umshono PC. Mkwanazi LX. Mkolokoto AB. Motlung NL. Ndlovu GP. Ramoshaba MB. Sitole JP. Kaba GS. Zondi GSF. Advanced Certificate in Education, Curriculum Studies, Intermediate, Senior Phase. Gevorderde onderwyssertifikaat, curriculumkunde, intermediaire, senior fase. GABA NG. Makubane N. Mpolo MV. Ransu SP. Rachidi LJ. Advanced Certificate in Education, School Leadership, gevorderde onderwyssertifikaat, skoolleierskap. Mkwanazi MR. Advanced Certificate in Education, Language in Education, gevorderde onderwyssertifikaat, taal en onderwys. Mageta MJ. Maweng MP.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to confer the following degrees on the candidates I will introduce to you in the Faculty of Health Sciences. In the School of Allied Health Professions, Bachelors of Occupational Therapy, Arbeidstherapie. Barnard L. Botus M. Botha M and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Chadwick N.J. Conradi A.E. De Jager M and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. De Wet L. De Toei B. Goosen T. Jansen T. M. Kinmund L.S. Colby S.S. Labuschagne, B. Lewin, CD. Lewis, B, and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. McBean, S. McDonald, CP. Nell, A. Uberim, K. Otto, A. Paul, N. Raad, N. Rich, A. Stein, S. Swanepoel, MA. Terblanche, SC. Thompson, M. Van Coller, E. Van Logrenberg, M. Van Skalkwyk, AMC. Van Wyk, J. Venter, EC. Vermaak, L. Ward, KF. West Taylor, CS. Web, EA. Wiegand, M. Range, JK. Baccalaureus of Optometry, Baccalaureus Optometry. Burger, T. De Kaal, JC. De Jong, CD. Duplessis, S. Engelbreg, S. Erasmus, N. Gonzales, FV. Gous, S. Atia, S. Iman, HD. Isa, Y. Jacobs A. Janse van Rensburg GA. Mans A. Ntabu LN. Muller K. Munsami R. Njatele XP. Oosthuizen A. Oosthuizen JM. Potgieter ja. Spies N. Van Heerden L. Van Vieren C. Venter S. Verreine M. Baccalaureus of Science and Dietetics, dieetkunde. Barnard M. De Figueiredo NAB. De Klerk C. Farrington SM. Fourie S. Harrison MA. McSherry AJ. Manley MV. Marshall JH. Rusin K and a degree with distinction in Graad met Lof. Spannenberg N. Wilson J. Baccalaureus of Science in Physiotherapy. Basson S. Cizek MJ. De Lange J. Fraser CD. Hatting M. Hung JT. Jacobs JE. Janas SR. Janse van Rensburg AG. Janse van Rensburg E. Janse van Rensburg I. Meyer E. Olivier R.A. M. Rousseau E. L. Santos N. Skuman C. Scott C. Seesink L.C. Smit A. Steenkamp E. Stein E. Strydom SM. Van den Heever L. Van der Linde J. Ekskuus, Jolien. Van der Merwe C. Van Gent TC. Van Rooyen M. Van Wyk N. Van Wyk PD. Venter A. Viljoen JC. Forster M. Baccalaureus of Medicine en Baccalaureus of Surgery, Baccalaureus van Geneeskunde en Baccalaureus vir Chirurgie. Afrika GNB. Badenhorst L. Barnard SM. Beck CK. Bester E. Bonet A. Botha T.J. Breitenbach E.M. Campbell J. Chang C.C. Silje N. Klaasen P.J. Kloete D. Koortse S. Collis N. De Almeida DJ. De Beer MD. De Villiers AJ. Dreyer J. Du Plessis HJ. RWD. Fik AE4. Forshee ja. Fritz G. Fuller KA and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Geldenhuys AN. Gerber A. Gieter S. Griebenau AME. Hatting R. Homberg DJ and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Hogenboesem HG and a degree with distinction and a degree with die graad met lof. Higu M. Himan N. Isaacs CMM. Jane R. Janneke SS. Jonker M and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Horai LS. Hosanna T. Kleinhans R. Klinkert ZE. Koekemoer JH. Kok JJ and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Kriek PW, Kriel JF, Creer C, Creer GM, Creer R, Lamprecht ME, Leibrand SJ, Leonard C and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Lindstrom MA and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Lou B, Lutz JH, Meistri CA, Maleka M, Martin CG, Ndluli JM, Moor N, Moshogu O, Muir D, Nel A, Nel HC and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Nel V, Nieuwoud M, Oosthuizen I, Patel ZMF, Pastorius R, Pretorius M, Rangranye Mohammed, Rousseau A, Said Abdullah, Sandy Lins O, Skuman JG, Skuman T, Scholes EP, Scholes VC, Serfontein IE, Saipthorpe LD, Streicher A, Swanepoel L. Swanepoel R. Swart ML. Tyrion JC. Van der Merwe S. Van der Merwe A. Van der Nest AM. Van der Walt A. Van der Westhuizen S. Van der Westhuizen WC. Van Dijk JA. Van Heerden E. Van Niekerk BA and the degree with distinction in graad met law. Van Niekerk C. Van Niekerk K. Van Tonder M. Van Seil C. Van Liaar M. Victor JM. Visser JM. Visser M. Willemse CHJ. Wilson CR. Zwane AM. Mr. Chancellor, I now request the graduates who receive baccalaureate degrees in occupational therapy, optometry, dietetics and physiotherapy to stand for the taking of the vow. I also request all occupational therapists, optometrists, dietitians and physiotherapists in the audience to stand and to identify themselves with the gravity in which the vow is regarded. I request the congregation not to applaud after the vow has been taken. Graduates and colleagues, this is how we will do it. We'll start with the vow and I'll start with the first three letters. We'll do the English first and you will actually start with me starts with on receiving my degree. We'll do the whole bell in English. Then we'll go to the Afrikaans and the last two lines. So check the lines now. And then we'll do also the last two lines of the Sesotho version. I request those of you that's Afrikaans speaking and Sesotho speaking that you speak up to help your colleagues. We are a team. Are you ready? Let's start. On receiving my degree at the University of the Free State, come on, colleagues. Let's do the last line and help me. Etla neneke. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Mr. Chancellor, I now request the graduates who received the Medicine Baccalaureus and Surgery Baccalaureus degrees to stand for taking the vow. I request all medical doctors, practitioners and specialists in the audience to stand and identify themselves with the gravity in which the vow is regarded. We'll do the same. We'll do the full English version. I'll start with the first three letters or words, and then you are on your own. We'll do also the last two lines of the Afrikaans and last two lines of the Sesotho version of the vow. Can I ask those Afrikaans speaking and those Sesotho speaking to speak up when we do those versions? Are you ready? On receiving my degree in medicine at the University of the Free State,
thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Chancellor.
Congratulations to everybody. We have a new set of graduates. Welcome to the new crop. And now that you are graduates and that you have filled in that survey that we left on your chairs, you need to ready to exercise the duties and responsibilities of being a graduate at this university. And in order to entice you to do so, we have prepared this video for you. So pay attention and be ready to be with us and help. Thank you very much.
You know when you're a student and when you sit there on your way to the stage, finally going to graduate, finally getting to get that piece of paper in your hand, the last thing you think about is how you're going to give back. That's the last thing I thought about. I mean, I just thought about the job that I'm going to do and the money that I'm going to make. And it only came later that I realized, you know, how important it is to give back. My mentor at that stage told me that he'll teach me everything he knows on condition that I convey what he teaches me to somebody else. And I thought, no, who can I give back to? And the obvious answer, the University of the Free State.
I give back to my alma mater in two ways. I contribute to the No Student Hungry Bursary Fund. I also give back by working at the university in the communications office. I help by protecting the brand and the image of the university internally and externally.
I think giving back has, become such a big sphere. We always thought money, 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 donations. I am giving back with my time, with my skills, where I'm involved in faculty with tutor training, as well as residences, but also for marketing for the University of the Free State.
I work in the marketing department for the university, so I'm giving back my time and skill, which I think is great because it's the skill that I learned here. So I feel like it's a process. A full circle type of thing, whereby I recruit, they come, they study here, and at the end of the day, they'll be doing what I'm doing, once I'm done doing it. So they'll also be giving back, and that way the legacy carries on.
I don't park in parking spaces that's not allocated to me. No, I'm just joking. I give back. As a student media manager, I have a great job. I have the best job. My job is to train the next generation of journalists, the next generation of radio presenters, the next leaders.
I was given the opportunity to give back to my alma mater by being invited to join the council of the University of the Free State. And what we do is really discuss the business of the university and make very important decisions. I also sit on the audit and risk committee of the council and also on the finance committee.
I think alumni can give back in so many ways. Yes, those donations, very important, but I also think with our skills, we've certainly learned a lot out in the field. So coming back, working with offices like the Careers Office, with Center for Teaching and Learning, those skills could be highly appreciated by the community of the university.
You can give back in literally the most simple way, in the tiniest way, and that's really through social media. If you go like the COFSI pages, you just repost basically the events that will be happening in and around campus. Just by you reposting that and you showing your COFSI pride, someone picks up on it, and that's a seed being planted in someone's mind.
Get involved in projects such as No Student Hungry, Fund a Student, Fund a Future. You don't necessarily have to give your time, you can give your money, you can give your skills. As long as you give back, the future looks bright.
Giving back doesn't have to be financial. We value your time and your skills as well. Get in touch with the Alumni Office by emailing alumni@ufs.ac.za to find out how you can give back to the University of the Free State.
I now call upon the Chancellor to deliver his message and to close these proceedings.
Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's try it again. Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. That's more like it. This is the very last graduation session for the 2016 academic year. The year is feeling a lot longer than 12 months this year, partly because of the challenges that we all were confronted with in this particular academic year. But be that as it may, we've come to an end of another very successful academic year at this University of the Free State. A year in which thousands graduated, a year in which thousands left the comfort of this campus to go face the real world out there and hopefully make a difference. As COFSI graduates, we hope that the thousands that would have left this year are busy changing the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give this particular cohort of the graduating class of 2016 a deserved round of applause. But there's a subcategory of this particular cohort of class of 2016, and it is those who got their degrees with distinction. Shall you please rise, all of you? As you remain standing, I'm a very observant person, and I know there's a lot more people who got distinctions on this side who did not get up. So please get up. If you got a degree with distinction, the Chancellor says, get up, you get up. Even though I had to coerce some of them to get up, I want you to observe the gender dynamics of those who are now standing. Now, I know in this particular graduating class, the majority of the graduating students were female. But I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that the fact that the majority of those now on their feet is female is not a consequence of the majority of the graduating class being female. This demographic has become almost the standard demographic of the graduating classes at UFS. I've observed over the last 6 years the demographic switch from 75% white male to 75%, 80% female, regardless of the faculties. Faculties of agricultural and natural sciences, the numbers are the same. So something is changing in the world. The female of the species is asserting itself, and I think the world has just become a better place because of that. Congratulations. Now, we all know the hard work that goes into completing a degree or a diploma or a certificate. And that hard work is personal. It has to come from within you. But we also know that there are many others who helped pave the way for you to get here. There are many others who made sacrifices at times that are even more than the sacrifices that you made. The Deputy President of this country has just put a proposal on the table that the minimum wage will be 20 rands an hour. There are many of you who are here with parents who are on minimum wage. There are many of you who are here with parents that are to literally gamble away everything for you to be able to walk across the stage on this red carpet today. There are many of you who are here today because very difficult choices were made inside your families. There are many of you who are here today, you had to leave your children behind to come to school, and somebody has to look after them. Many of those people are sitting here in the bleachers, to the left, to the right, and up at the back of the hall. Now, I want you to get up on your feet and say thank you and congratulations to them. As you remain standing, I now want to ask everybody, except for this academic sitting here in front of me and those sitting behind me, I want everybody to now stand up. To now rise, please. Because I want all of us to say thank you and congratulations to this academic sitting in front of me and those sitting on the stage who have become a member of a profession that used to be absolutely cherished and revered in most societies in the world. And the societies that revere and cherish the teaching profession, whether at school or at university, are invariably very successful societies. Sadly speaking, in our country, we tend to cherish and value the profession of teaching a lot less than we ought to. And that is partly why our nation is confronted with many of the challenges that it is confronted with. I want us to start rededicating ourselves to saying to those who choose what in our country sadly has become a thankless career, to encourage them to continue to do it, and hopefully we as a nation change our attitude and bring the reverence to teaching that we all know 20, 30, 40 years ago used to be the norm. Can you now please, all of you, say thank you and congratulations to this academic sitting in front of me and behind. Thank you very much. Please be seated. The observant person that I am, and I'd like to share my observations. Firstly, I had to ask some of those sitting on this side who got their degrees with distinction twice to stand up. And when I asked all of them to stand, to applaud the academics in front of them and on the stage, those stood up immediately. And these on this side, almost like they were deciding whether to stand up or not to stand up. I think the level of energy in open learning has got to be checked up a little bit. Do you promise me that that'll become part of the curriculation?
I think there's a slight age difference.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. I think you have every reason to be proud of your achievements. But before I conclude, there's a few thank yous that I have to make, and then a very brief message. It will be rather brief. As we conclude, Anton and your team, where's Anton? Can your team please rise, please, sir? Can everybody please rise in the ensemble? Ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredibly dedicated ensemble. How many graduations do you have per year, sessions? Maybe 16, 20? Close to 20. And Anton and his ensemble are dedicated servants, and I want to use that word, dedicated servants of this institution, forever here, and to bless us with the beautiful music that they produce. And Anton and your team continue doing us proud. Thank you very much. And now I come to a very special person. She's smiling already. She knows what's coming now. Sitwani Emma Ngwanesu, Emma Ngwanaka, Nzeki. And come up, because how come Wakiro Yagwan? Hey. Ndaden Nzeki, Limeman Nzeki, Emma Leluna Mondadelemi. But I also want Tsepo Finger to stand up as well. Where's Tsepo? Come up here, Tsepo. She has not finished high school, ladies and gentlemen. She's still in grade 12. And you can see how tiny she is in physical size. But the effortlessness with which she hits those high notes, effortlessly. I mean, I don't know where those lungs sit in this tiny body to be able to produce that kind of sound, which is absolutely, I saw you at some point in time, you kept your eyes closed. And that's the only way to listen to that kind of voice and kind of sound. Just keep your eyes closed. I do that with John Coltrane as well, and Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie. Just close your eyes and enjoy the music. She has incredible, incredible talent. She's in grade 12 at Marasdal, which is Roman Catholic school just outside Tuespruit, right? Just outside Tuespruit. Come from Botshabelo, and so I'm doing it the second time. Now, the first time this morning, I didn't succeed. To go take it that way. Ke batla ngwana a tlo kena sekolo mona. Batla ngwana a tlo kena sekolo mona ntate. Ngwana o mplela ntho tse seleng gore ba tlo ya ka sekolong. Ke mmutsitse motshehare ngwana gore ba tlo kena sekolo kae. Mo a reng ba tlo ya teng ntate, ke batla ngwana a tle mona. O mametse ntate? O tlo kena kae sekolo ngwana o le mo setla? Ya wa utlwa? You have an incredible voice. You have an incredible talent. I'm going to say what I said this morning. Look after that voice, it will look after you. If you don't look after that voice, you'll be God-given gift and talent will just go to waste. And now the reason I asked Tsepo to stand here next to her, because you heard in her citation that she gets singing lessons from him. And so part of what we listen to this afternoon is because of the good work that he does. Let's also give both of them and the father a round of applause. Thank you. You go that way, Tsepo, you go back this way. Lastly, is our guest speaker today, Ndare. I listened to it this morning and this afternoon, and one thing that struck me, both this morning and this afternoon, you take us through what the modern day workplace requires of us. You walk us through all the technical skills, innovation, entrepreneurship, working with other people, and so forth. And as you wrap it up towards the conclusion of your sharing your thoughts with us today, you speak of integrity. that you can have all those qualities, but without integrity, they will amount to naught. Your message was reinforced by the vows that were taken by the graduating class from the Faculty of Health Sciences. In those vows, they speak of service to humanity, serving with integrity, and serving honorably. Ladies and gentlemen, if we only do that, act with integrity, serving humankind, acting honorably, many of the problems that we have in this world and in this country disappear. The only thing that I would add to that is passion and commitment. And that's kind of what I'm not getting out of the right-hand side of this graduate class. The passion and the commitment. That jumping onto your feet when you have to get up. That's the only thing that I would add, Jean van Zyl, to the vows that are taken and to the speech from our guest speaker today. We live in a world, we live in a country where, unfortunately, if what you think you're about is serving humankind, if your values require of you to act with integrity and to act honorably, in many careers in our country today, you will get constructively dismissed because you will be standing in the way of those that don't want integrity and honor and passion and commitment and service to humankind, because they want to use resources that are not theirs to load their pockets corruptly. So your challenge, both in teaching and learning and in provision of healthcare services of whatever kind, is to rescue this country back from itself. And the young among you, let me challenge you with what happened earlier this year when young people chose not to behave in a way that was in the best interest of their own future. When David Cameron decided to challenge the citizens of the United Kingdom with one question: do you want to remain in Europe or do you want to get out of Europe? And there was that referendum that was held in the UK. And you know the outcome of that referendum. The decision was to get out of Europe. Those who are 50 years and older, who voted in that referendum, 75% of them voted to leave the EU. 75% of those 50 years and older. Those between 16 and 35 years old who voted, 75% of them voted to stay in Europe. Okay? 75%, 50 years and older to exit. 16 and 35, 75% of them vote to stay in Europe. But here comes the important message from that vote. Those 50 years and older, 84% of them voted. Those between 16 and 35, only 34.4% of those voted. If they had voted, their future would still be in Europe, which they want to remain in. If 84% of them had voted, that close vote would have gone in favor of the UK remaining in Europe. Now, they have to contemplate a future outside Europe, at the point where the world is globalizing, and they want to work in France and in Austria and in Switzerland. They may not anymore. They may have to get a visa to go work in France and Spain and Germany. The same happened in the US. A few months ago, a few weeks ago, we thought the unthinkable would never happen. We just did not believe it was possible for a xenophobic, racist, misogynistic, sexist, narcissist to be elected the president of the US. I visited my alma mater, University of California, Davis, earlier in the year, and I got a sense that because young people were not as excited about Hillary Clinton, they would opt not to vote. And they did not vote, and they and we now have Donald Trump as the next president of the US. You took the vows, we heard the vows, we listened to our guest speaker today. If we do that, our country is a much, much better place to live in and to grow up in and to raise your children in than it may appear to be right now. And those of you, given what's happening in Europe, if you contemplate that if things don't work here, I'll go somewhere else, the world doesn't want you anymore. The world has become very nationalistic. So if you go to the UK, they don't want you there anymore. I sit on the board of Hans Merensky Holdings, which has operations in the UK, a company that sells avocados called Green Cell. All the avocados in Waitrose and Tesco and are sold by this particular company. Most of the employees are from Poland and Romania. Out of 240, 30 have already left post the Brexit vote to go back to Poland and Romania. So you don't have the option anymore to opt out of this one, to go somewhere else. Donald Trump does not want you in the US. He wants to build walls to keep you out. So you have to make it work here. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You have been given an incredible opportunity by two people that you would not think. You would not even want to give them credit for having given you that opportunity. And they are Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema. They've all of a sudden just taken that democracy that Nelson Mandela planted and nourished the roots of that democracy to grow deeper. I'm sure you're saying to yourself, our Chancellor must smoke something. If Julius Malema does not get expelled from the ANC, he does not form EFF. If EFF is not formed, we don't get those red overalls and aprons in Parliament. We don't get those tactics that they deployed in Parliament. You don't get them single-mindedly saying, he will pay back the money. And ultimately, he allows the paying back of the money to be a decision of the Constitutional Court. Big mistake. Because that case presents that court with an opportunity to school all of us about what it is to live in a constitutional democracy. All of a sudden, our democracy looks healthier because the court has interpreted the Constitution for us. And the court has said, even to the #1 citizen of the country, if you renege on your duties and responsibility towards this Constitution, we will call you out. And that gives impetus to the Gupta Gate, because Julius Malema says, we will go to the bottom of that relationship with the Guptas. That gives Thuli Madonsela an opportunity to go to the bottom of that relationship, and all of a sudden, the veterans of the African National Congress are starting to say, not in my name. That's the democracy, 22 years after 1994, that you have to work with now. It is now up to you to make sure that its roots continue to go deeper and it continues to thrive, and all of a sudden, you have an incredible country to raise your children in. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you luck. God do us proud as COFSIs out there. The way you live your life must say, I'm a COFSI, and we'll all be proud of you. Thank you very much. I've just observed something very funny. The ones on this side of the hall all of a sudden stood up. I don't know whether that's because they are so keen or eager to get out of this hall or what. But these are the observations that I'm making. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to thank Professor Nikki, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Prof. Liz, the deans, and representatives of the deans who are here this afternoon, the registrar and his team. Can they please get up so that we can properly say thank you to your good selves? This well-organized graduation ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, is because of the immense hard work of these people who are now standing. And it's the standard that continues to be maintained is one that makes me proud, even though the perfectionist that I am, Dr. Finger, I will always believe that we can do better and better and better. But to you and your team, thank you very much and congratulations. This concludes the proceedings for the afternoon. The university takes pleasure in inviting you for tea, coffee, and juice in the H. van der Merwe Scholes Hall, which is to the northwest of this venue. That means you go out and you turn left. We will shortly rise and join in the singing of the national anthem, led by Setswane Nseki and accompanied by an ensemble directed by Anton Esterhazy. After which, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and until the main and academic processions have left the hall. Please rise.
Israel,
By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State. Is that it? Come around.